Hey guys, this is Elena, website investing specialist at Niche Website Builders, and today I've got a really exciting expired domain to show you. So the domain is called tomatoheadquarters.com, which is really good name in my opinion. It's also .com. TR16 222 referring domains. So the name is kind of suggestive of what this domain is all about, but it was indeed kind of gardening, tomato gardening specifically, and some cooking as well. So the domain was owned by a lady called Dorothy, and she had a 22-acre farm where she grew tomatoes and also berries, especially blueberries. She also sold some of her fresh produce to her local farmers market. So that was kind of the predominant part of this site, but she also shared a lot of very heavily tomato focused. Like, as you can see here, we've got tomato recipes, other tomato stuff, some techniques, some farming. She predominantly focused on heirloom tomatoes, which is obviously a specific type of tomato. We have equipment and some other gardening stuff, but it was very much like passion for her. You could tell that these are home taken pictures. And yeah, she basically shared her passion for her farm and things she grew, and she shared recipes of what she kind of grew as well. So yeah, very interesting domain with a very good name in my opinion. The backlinks are also really good. Now the top one is reddit.com, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's just a forum. But this is a do follow link, and often you will never see, very rarely you will see that you get a backlink from a domain like that that is a do follow. I will take it because this is an extremely high quality, high DR site. It doesn't matter that it is a forum type of site. So what else have we got? We have extension, home talk, peaks.com, healthy seasonal recipes. It kind of explains why she shared recipes. Then we have news target, we have stripped spatula, we have cooked paleo, heavy table, and also here there was one really good one that I saw earlier. It was farm to jar, which was a really good one. DR51, and it has pretty good traffic, 63,000 per month, and this one is perfect because it's like a mix of especially tomatoes by the looks of it, and recipes as well, which is perfect. So backlinks are good. Let's take a look at the anchor text profile when my laptop loads. So in a nutshell, basically, think of this domain as a tomato heaven, very heavily focused on tomatoes and tomato recipes. Now let me filter these anchor text highest to lowest referring domains, and we can see that at the very top, the tomato headquarters is branded, which is excellent. Then we have some other bits that are relevant to the niche, some semi-branded here. Well, it is branded, it's just spaced. Then we have branded again. Then we have a JPEG here and some naked internal posts, which is fine. So yeah, that's fine as well. Best pages by incoming links is great as well, because the homepage is getting the majority of the backlinks. And then there are loads here that are images, which is something we can't recreate anyway. And also, you often find that when there is loads of backlinks pointing towards images, they're often spammed by Blogspot and low quality sites. So as you can see, loads of Blogspot and other low quality sites, apart from farm to jar, which I showed you earlier, is a very good link. So if there is anything that we can do, maybe we can take a look at, as you can see, it's saying seeding cells. Potentially, we can try to recreate that post to do with something to do with seeds. We have to take a look at a specific post in the Wayback Machine to find out exactly what this image was about and where it was embedded, and potentially recreate that there. So as I said, like predominantly you will see Blogspot backlinks pointed towards those images. There are some posts that are not JPEGs or images, like this one, for example, is tomato cages of tomato trellising, which is best for staking heirloom tomatoes. So this post will probably need recreating, and a couple more here will also need recreating. well, nothing too much. Like there is going to be some, but nothing too much. So what is strategy? Because you're probably thinking, well, that's kind of confusing because we have a tomato side and we have recipes as well. So although I would say that this domain falls into the gardening space with a side of recipes. So, but I think we should be really smart when we do tackle the recipe side of things on this domain. I don't think we should just go general cooking recipes like spaghetti bolognese and burgers, and well, burgers maybe depends. I think that we should try to do things that can be somehow related to gardening. For example, preserving food, dehydrating, jarring food, pickling food, if that makes sense. Because often when you're a garden, like a farmer or a gardener, you have a garden, sometimes you have an abundance of some produce, right? And you can't eat all of it. Like let's say you have an apple tree and it has so many apples that you have no idea what to do with them. Some people find ways to preserve them and cook them. Maybe make apple sauce, jar it so that they can have it in their cellars, etc. So I think we can tackle that sort of thing rather than just do spaghetti and all that sort of thing that is really not really that relevant. It's recipes, but I wouldn't say it's that relevant. So I think we can be smart here and quite creative. Like jellies, like strawberry jellies. We can do like how to make canned fish. It's like things like that. I think is probably something I was thinking at. So the predominant part of this domain would be gardening guides, like loads of different gardening guides, how to grow tomatoes, why are my leaves turning yellow on my cucumber plant, or how often should you water basil plants, things like that, if that makes sense. Like there's multiple different things, that we could tackle. We're definitely going to make this probably a general gardening site, but as I've said millions of times before, when you're working with expired domains, it's so important that you do preserve the relevancy as much as possible. So the first thing we're going to have to do is make sure that we cover tomatoes first. First thing, tomato recipes, and first thing, tomato gardening guides. So how to grow tomatoes will be our first type of content, and then expand on that. Obviously, many people grow tomatoes. They're very, very, very popular garden choice that people decide to go for, if that makes sense. Even if you have a small garden, people still go for tomatoes. So we can definitely work around that first and then expand to other vegetables or fruit. Also, we can do gardening gear because you need gear, right, to work on the garden. So I've got some really, really awesome competitors I want to show you. And the first one is gardenerbasics.com. Now, this domain is lower authority than us. So we are DR16. These guys are DR13. And they're really new. Well, new. They're nearly 2 years old. And they've just taken off really, really, really nicely. They're generating 77,000 per month according to Ahrefs. So let's take a look at what they're doing. It's also worth pointing out that they only have 109 posts, which isn't a lot at all for a domain that's generating that much traffic. So they do things like, they do guides, just like I had it on my strategy. Like a cucumber leaves turning yellow. Then we have indoor plants with purple leaves. We have some flowers. We have how to harvest cilantro, white spot on cucumber leaves. What else have we got? Basil plants, again, how to grow cilantro. Green bugs on tomato plants. Perfect, spot on. One of the first things we're definitely going to do for that. We have herbs, how to grow light for tomatoes. Perfect. Squirrels digging up plants. This is a common problem, I imagine. Pepper plant leaves turning yellow, what to do. White on tomato leaves, perfect. And you get the point. So they do like a mixture of different queries and very informational, so that's good. The second competitor I want to show you is, again, less authority than us. It's So Small Garden. They are 14, generating nearly 20,000 per month. And these guys, they do different types of content. They do like things like sweet as apples. And they do also a bit of tomatoes as well. I think I was looking at earlier, like best grow bags for tomatoes. And we have Asian pear tree, list of herbs. Fast growing indoor plants, nice, we can monetize with them. How to stop bugs from eating plants, very good. Tools for seniors, perfect. What else have we got? How to harvest dill, how to freeze dill. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about when it comes to the recipes and cooking methods, preserving methods. This was the type of thing I was thinking, like how to preserve your produce type thing, or how to cook your produce. What else have we got? How long does onion last in the fridge? Cranberries to grow in water, different types of Christmas trees. Okay, there are things we can take from here, definitely. And finally, marysnest.com. It's higher authority than us, but this is a competitor I just wanted to show you, so you can kind of understand what I mean by the recipe side of things. So things I was looking at, like how to make something with canned salmon. We have some bread recipes. We have bone broth. Loads of people kind of preserve their bone broth, chicken, whatever. Sardines recipes, applesauce, how to make evaporated milk, sourdough, why not? No sugar, strawberry jam. And again, long-term food storage, I like that. We have pineapple vinegar meals in jars recipes is exactly what I was thinking of. How to make sauerkraut, perfect, because it's a way of pickling, preserving cabbage. We have, what else can we have? How to make, that's good. Tomato sauce, perfect. If we do content around tomatoes, tomato recipes, that's great. How to make cottage cheese is fine. Fermented tomatoes, perfect. So this is the kind of content I was thinking of. So this kind of summarizes our teardown here. So yeah, what are your thoughts? I think that it's a pretty cute name, pretty good name, pretty nice niche. The gardening niche is one of those niches that is almost like the food niche. It can be tackled with so many different areas because there's so many different plants and ways people grow food and produce and stuff like that. So it's a great niche to get into. And I think it's a great name, great age, and great backlink. So what else could you ask for? Anyway, thanks for watching and have the best day.